Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. As the days get closer and the time is ticking closer to the gubernatorial elections, Anambra State gubernatorial elections, and the tension in Anambra State is heightened seriously as the place seems very likely very militarized over the fear of the sit at home and all that. Well, the governorship elections, the governorship candidates have resolved to do this, having known the fact that there seems to be no other alternative, as the people have resolved that sit at home will be sacrosanct. Don't forget, some days ago, the presidency, when the leaders, the religious leaders, the traditional leaders, the monarchs had asked for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, the presidency said that Nnamdi Kanu will likely face the full wrath of the law. Well, now everybody's getting jittery over this matter. Before we go to the news report to find out exactly what the unanimously the gubernatorial candidate have decided to do, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, no fewer than 10 governorship candidates in the Anambra State elections slated for November 6 have urged the President Muhammadu Buhari's government to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, that's Nnamdi Kanu. They also implored the Nigerian government to withdraw its security agents from the southeast region ahead of the election, while urging the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, to desist from any form of violence that could jeopardize the election as well as the peace of the region. The candidates made this request in their 7-point demands issued through a joint statement signed by the contestants on Monday. They include Godwin Maduka, All Blended Party, that's ABP, Ben Etiaba, Action Alliance AA, Akachukwu Nwakpo, African Democratic Congress ADC, Andy Oba, All Progressive Congress APC, Charles Soludo, All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA, Onyejugbu Okudele, Allied People's Movement APM, Valentine Ozugbo, People's Democratic Party PDP, Obinna Ozo, Social Democratic Party, Ifeanyi Oba, Young Progressive Party YPP, and Obiora Okonkwo Zenith Labour Party ZLP. The coordinator of Igbo intellectual and think tank group Nzuko Umonna, Mr. Ngozi Odumuku, made a copy of the statement made available on Tuesday night. It reads, "This joint statement is issued this 1st of November 2021, which is some 2 days ago, by the undersigned candidate for the 2021 Anambra State election, a governorship election. Whereas, in response to the very grave concerns expressed and appeal made by the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and the representative of Igbo bishops and archbishops, and in appreciation of the general anxiety arising from recent and continued violence in the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria and Anambra State in particular, we, the undersigned candidates in the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Anambra State, commit to peaceful and violence-free conduct in the run-up to, during, and after the election. Be it resolved as follows that 1. We, the candidates in the forthcoming Anambra State governorship election, commit unequivocally to non-violence and the maintenance of peace throughout the duration of the election and beyond. 2. We urge all supporters and other stakeholders to commit fully to their ideals and refrain from any acts that may imperil the election. 3. In order to ensure all acts that may jeopardize the forthcoming election, we urge the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu to the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and the representative of Igbo archbishops and bishops. 4. We urge the federal government to take urgent steps to demilitarize the Southeast zone and stem the heightened tension, skirmishes, and endless bloodletting between the security agencies and our youth. 5. We assure our youth that we have heard their cries and that we feel their pain. We urge our youth to eschew violence and commit afresh to peace. 6. Consistency Or consistent with the above, we urge IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, not to do anything that would hinder or be seen to be hindering the smooth running of the forthcoming governorship election in Anambra State, and to cancel all scheduled sit-at-home orders, as these have already caused untold hardship for our people. 7. We call on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the armed forces, other security agencies, and all stakeholders to discharge their mandate in accordance with law and in a fair and just manner. This one is, it has affected everyone. Now, in some hours before now, I think but yesterday thereabout, the leader of Ilana Omodua, that's Professor Banji, was actually, his home was actually, should I call it attack or boggled? But to God be the glory, was not even inside, the house. Now you see the effect of UGM. Some days back, it was Justice Orderly, Mary Orderly. You now begin to wonder, this UGM, is it taking different facets? Now the level of heightened insecurity going on. Generally, it looks like Nigeria is just going through one insecurity or the other, and we're looking just moped. I would say, let it not just end only, this their appeal. Let it not just only end in just because they're having elections come 6th of November. If we can always come together like this, to be making appeal on behalf of the region, I'm sure, honestly, this cries the youth have been making, it won't have gotten this bad. Because maybe because of the election of November 6th, all of them have unanimously agreed that, look, guys should just release Nnamdi Kanu, man. Release him so that there will be peace in the land. But if they've been doing this, coming together, brainstorm, have stakeholders meeting, forget the fact that you belong to one party or the other, just for peace to reign. Honestly, Southeastern region won't have gotten this bad. But I guess right now they are at the loss for words. The traditional rulers have asked for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, but the presidency said, look, that is not going to happen anytime soon. And they filed the suit, the 5 billion naira suit they filed against the federal government, that's Aloy Jimako filed. It was adjourned. They want CNG, that coalition of Northern Group, filed also, that they should stop the issue of a referendum, the issue of a constitutional amendment for now, but they should quickly, inculcate issue of referendum in our constitution and allow the Southeast to go. It was also adjourned to January. You see, you now find out that the court processes are even not helping matter. They keep adjourning issues, adjourning and adjourning. So things get bad. But if this adjourning is a gimmick or a tactic to keep delaying what it is, then you can just imagine how the Southeast will look like if this continues in this trend from now to 2023. There may likely not be a region called Southeast if it continues in this way. So it's worthy to know so that they are already saying that the youths they're not shaking. They have no intention of stopping this whole thing anytime soon. So there has to be dialogue, and it has to be very fast. That's why we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take on this?